Okay, today's science experiment is velocity and acceleration, and we're going to do this by falling objects. We're going to make what we call a helicopter, but really is just an advanced form of parachute. All we need is a pair of scissors, a piece of paper and a paper clip to make this. So I cut a strip off the end of the piece of paper. I then cut it to about halfway in half again. Bend over in opposite directions, like that. Fold over the bottom and add the paper clip for weight to the bottom. We are then ready for our helicopter. It's better when you drop it from a greater height. Honest, I'll prove it. Of course, the higher you take it from, the more chance that the helicopter has of deploying. So you'd find the velocity was slower. Not bad. And as it falls, you time it. For shorter drops, it's definitely better to use a timer which is in focus on camera. Here I've used my phone in the stopwatch mode. Once I have this, and I've done this in slow motion now, I can simply freeze the frame at the different times. There's the time I've left my fingers, and this is the time at which it hits the ground. If you do too short a drop, then you just can't get it in time. And now we're going to look at the calculations involved. We're going to look at the two velocities and see if there's been any acceleration involved. Now, the first drop, where I dropped it from a height of 1.5 meters, that gives us our distance. And the time, which we recorded from the phone, was 1.04 seconds. So the velocity, which is distance divided by time, is 1.5 divided by 1.04, which works out to be 1.44 meters per second. However, when I dropped it from the window, the distance was 5.2 meters. I measured it. I've got a very long tape. I've got lots of things. I'm a lucky man. The time, which you can see from the video, is 4.2 seconds. You can time it straight off the screen, as I hope you'll do. So in this case, the velocity at the bottom, the average velocity, which was again distance over time, 5.2 divided by 4.2, which is 1.24 meters per second. So essentially, after 1.5 meters, if it was the same, the speed here was 1.44 meters per second, whereas the average speed is 1.24. Now, that is slower. That is a deceleration. Now, I'd like you to do the same 2 experiments with high and low and see if you can find out the speed and whether it's accelerated, decelerated, or stayed at the same speed. And you can send me a film, you can send me pictures, but what I want to see is 2 sets of calculations like you've just seen me do. Good luck and enjoy.